Welcome to the ultimate tutorial on how to set up a baitcaster. Today I'm going to show you how to spool your baitcaster, how to cast it without backlash, how to flip, and how to cast far. First thing you need to do is spool up your baitcaster. Step 1, attach your reel to the rod. Step 2, you want to put your line through the first guide, okay? And then make sure you put it through the line guide on your reel, right here, okay? Take your spool out. Pull the spool out. Tie a uni knot like this. And you want to put the line onto the spool and cinch it down. Put your spool back into the reel. Close the side plate back up. Make sure you pop this back to closed. Put your spool on the ground vertically to prevent line twist. And hold the line about 8 inches above the reel. And then just start reeling. Your spool line should be jumping all over the place when you're spooling your line. That prevents your line from being twisted. So when you fill your reel, you want to fill it to right about 1/8 of an inch from this red rim right here. That's perfect right there. Take your braid scissors, cut your line, and you're good to go. Okay, now that you spool up your baitcaster, you need to make sure there's no side-to-side play on your spool. To adjust the tension of your spool, simply turn this knob towards you to tighten it and turn it away to loosen it. After you've set your spool tension correctly, you need to set your brakes. For beginners, turn all the brake pins on. Reel your lure until it is about 6 or 8 inches from the rod tip. Then bring the rod behind you and bring it forward in a sweeping motion. You don't need to stop the spool with your thumb at the end. If you have your brakes set on max, it will automatically stop itself. Let me show you how to cast again. Bring it behind you, and then bring it forwards. Now let me show you how to flip a baitcaster. This is a casting technique commonly used to target docks. So let's say right now we want to cast around that water outflow right there. Basically, when you're doing a flip, you leave the line very long. You want your bait to come down and naturally be about level with the reel. Then you kind of pull it back so you don't move your rod too much. And then you just kind of flick it a little bit with your wrist, like this. And then stop the spool with your thumb when your lure flies to your target. Let's say we want to put this jig inside that bird feeder right there. Simply flip it towards it and then stop it with your thumb. Now let's hit that big white flower pot over there. And those 2 clay pots. So that is how you flip a bait casting reel. When you switch baits, it is a good idea to change your brake pins. So to cast any lure you want, turn your brakes to 4. If you get backlashes, turn it to 6. If you don't, turn it to 2. And then when you turn it to 2, if you get backlashes, turn it back to 4, and you're good to go. So if you want to cast your bait casting reel really far, turn your brakes down to 2 brake pins and use a lure with better aerodynamics, such as a blade bait or a spoon. And when you cast it, do a spinning motion like this. I'll show you right here. So that's how you cast really far on a bait casting reel. Let me show you how to adjust your drag now. This is the drag star that adjusts the drag. The drag is the amount of force it takes to take line from the spool. It is on very, very loose drag right now. To tighten it, turn the drag star away from you. To loosen it, turn it towards you. Generally, you want to tighten the drag until you can pull it from the spool with a little bit of effort. That's perfect right there.